evening, everyone. How is everyone on this wonderful Wednesday? I hope everyone had a great day, and I hope you're well, and I hope you're coping and managing with the day and with whatever is going on. But in breaking news, we found out, that now the files are going to be released, the famous Epstein files, and I am wondering how all of these so-called religious elected officials are coping with their actions, where because of people not willing to sign to release this, which caused so many people to lose their SNAP benefits. Someone on the poverty scale losing a SNAP benefit is detrimental. And these folks don't know anything about financial loss that's detrimental unless it's in like the $1 billion range. But for poor people, regular working folk that work paycheck to paycheck and are eligible to receive SNAP benefits, yeah, it's very, very harmful. It's been very, very harmful. And it just goes to show the hypocrisy, because when you have power and you withhold that power that's beneficial to the people who need it most, you're just not a kind person. You're not a kind person, and to say that you believe in you believe in your higher power, and that you have a belief system of family first, this and that. Well, if that's your belief system, why would you do something like you did to prevent so many people from having access to food and nutrition? Because that's hypocrisy. That's hypocrisy on the biggest level. And we've everyone shown you when election day came. I mean, most of the Republicans lost, and that's what's going to happen for the next election. So my thing is this. These are young, how most people feel. These are young women, young girls, and they hid this to cover it up to protect our president. That's what they did. That's what they did. And the other people that are on in this file. It's like the book of Enoch. The book of Enoch, every sin that we commit, the day that we commit our sins, they're in the book of Enoch. So Donald Trump is so worried about going to heaven. Does he really think he's going to make it to heaven? I mean, honestly, does he think he's going to go up to heaven? I doubt that. I doubt that very, very much. And for all the people who, signed on for this to not have these files released, well, you're going to have to just suffer the consequences now, because that's going to mean probably you losing your seat, which that'll be a good thing, except for those who wanted, like the senator, the people who signed to have the files released. Unreal. They're supposed to be the party for family and for safety and all that. The only thing that you're for is for yourselves and for the money that you're making, all right? Because if you cared about the American people, you would have not allowed this to happen. They need to do a litmus test for politicians where they have to pass a humanity skill set, where you're tested on your skills for humanity. And if you don't pass that test, even if you won the election, well, then somebody will be a fill-in for you who knows how to be humane to people. You talk about waste in government and fraud, this, that, and the other. Yet, we've had, like $400 billion to send to Israel? Yeah. So for all that money that was sent to do what was done, which is horrendous, and they know this, that could have been money for here for the United States to build homes, to build, to have people housed, to have people have medical care. But no, everything comes down to money and war and power. Yeah, our society is so screwed up. And now I have to say this horrendous war that's gone on, now the world's eyes are open. The eyes are open to see that, you know what? All of this is for power, and all of this is for destruction, because they want to have control and they want to be on top of everything. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, so if your name is not in the file, honk. Yeah, and I don't really think that the president is I don't think he's gonna make the full term. I really don't. I think like by February, because his health is bad, and you know, he has days where he looks kind of okay, but then you see him like the next day. Well, he's an old timer. He's an older guy, so I guess that Geritol hasn't been working. It works for me sometimes, but sometimes I'm tired too, but that's okay. But I'm not the president, so anyway, crazy, crazy times. Crazy, crazy times we're living in. So what are these people saying? Yeah. So when all this comes out, then what? Then what? What happens then to the president? Do we 25th Amendment him? What do we do? What do we do? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the people that are supposed to be religious and their focus is on the family. It's called the family of money and power. It's not the family unit for what's good for family and for children. Such hypocrites. This is it, hypocrites. And the amount of Islamophobia that's been said, that all these comments and these crazy AI videos with Mondami. Yeah, these people are losing their mind. They are totally losing their mind. Well, when everything becomes so expensive that the only way for people to survive is to work 3 jobs and to have 10 roommates to pay for an apartment, people are going to do what's better for them. What's better for them, for the regular working people, not the millionaires and the billionaires. I'm not speaking to you. I'm not speaking to you. You don't fit into the category of regular working people. You don't. You don't. Oh, well, everybody, have a good night, and we're going to just wait and see as all this unfolds. It's going to be pretty interesting. It's been quite an interesting time so far, that I'll say. And let's see. I wonder what next party is going to be held, because they have nothing but parties at the White House. And the so-called religious folks, where they're supposed to be conservatives. So tell me, as conservatives, I guess it's acceptable when donors are paying $1 million to attend an event, and then you can have scantily clad women walking around with everything popping out. That's a cheap thrill for the people that are there. But these are the conservatives, right? They're supposed to be conservative, dress modest, yeah, all that crap. Oh boy, it's BS in the highest form is what this administration is. Politics in general, both sides, Democrats and Republicans. And Chuck Schumer, you need to retire. You need to go down to Florida, go hang out in Florida, and then you could have your do your political consulting or whatever, because you are totally useless. You are totally useless. All of them. They really all are. We need new blood, we need young blood, and we need ideas that are going to be working for the people, not working for corporations. Yeah. And I don't know what he's talking about giving people money. Okay, so let's put it this way. You give us, say you give each person $5,000, okay? Each person gets $5,000. And then you go for one MRI. One MRI is like $3,500. And then you go see one doctor, you have lab work, and then say you have x-rays. So that would be one MRI, lab work, and maybe seen the doctor twice. That would be the $5,000. So then if someone develops cancer or they have some type of terminal disease, then what? Then what do they do? Will we sell our blood? Or maybe we can harvest our organs? Yeah, I think you need to really think that through because that's a horrible idea. That's another horrible idea that's just not working out, Mr. Donald Trump. Oh my God. Yeah, there's so many people that are so stressed out now because of how the economy is, and then to say that the air traffic controllers that walked off the job will not get the pay. I wonder, will you do a job and not get paid for 51 days, Donald Trump? I doubt it. I mean, every time you turn around, you're suing a new media company because you don't like the way that they broadcast your interviews. Unreal. Crazy, crazy. Well, everybody, we have to stick together, and we'll get through this. We're going to get through it, We're down to the countdown. We have 3 years and, another month? Not even. November's almost gone. So, time's moving. Now, after the age of 50, what I found for myself, it's dog years. It's like now, the months go by like weeks. The years go by like months, and that's how it works out when you get older. Yep. Anyway, everyone, have a good night, and just be careful out there. Do your best. Do the best that you can, and, help people when you can if you're in a position to help people. If you're not, people understand, because a lot of people are just scraping by, people scraping by. And I don't know what he's talking about energy prices going down. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm going to post my utility bills. I'm going to post from 2023, 2024, 2025, and show how much it's gone up. How much it's gone up. Because there's nothing that's going down. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Anyway, everybody, till next time, see you. Stay safe and stay well. Bye.